So hello and what's up everybody, welcome back to Screen Technicals. Today in this video we are going to create our logout button, right? So go back to the VS Code, go to the views.py, and creating the logout option is pretty much very simple, right? At this point I'm going to create a function, this logout, and it accepts the request, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to check if request dot method, if it is equals to, if it is post method, then I'm going to check that I'm not going to check, actually I'm just checking that if my request is method is post or not. If it is post, then I'm going to just log out my user. So it's going to be auth dot logout, right? I'm going to log out my request, so request, and then I'm going to return and then redirect to my login page, just like that. Save this kind of thing, and it's pretty much simple, right? And I'm going to also display a message at this point. So right here, messages dot warning, let's say it accepts the request, and then the message will be you are logged out. Simple. Save this much of thing, and let's go to the profile.html, and at this point, where is that button? At this point you can find this button. So this action is going to be slash logout slash, and we have to also create the URLs dot the URL for that. So I'm going to replicate this thing, change this thing to logout, save this much of thing. Now let's try it. Go back to the browser, refresh it, click on this logout option, and you can find this, you are logged out, and you can see we are finally logged out, right? And if I try, if I go to my orders.e, you can see this page, it's going to show me this error, that local variable context referred before assignment, right? Now we are going to handle all these things. So just go back to the VS Code, and we are going to do all the checks that we need, right? So go back to the views.py, go to the orders dot, it is not orders dot, it is orders function. So it is menu, and with the order, and here we have this orders, right? So what I'm doing is, at this point, let's go back to this point, and let's see what it's saying. It's saying context referred before assignment. So let's see. Okay, so one thing we can do, we can just put this thing at this point, and at this point I'm right here, simply return redirect to simply the slash part of thing, right? To this point, return redirect to slash, and I'm going to display a message. So it's going to be messages dot success, or not success, it is messages dot warning. Okay, so what's going to be wrong with this? Messages dot warning, right? Accept the request, and the message will be please log in to continue. Save this much of thing, right? And let's now see, just refresh this page, and let's see. Local variable current user referred before assignment. So let's see what's wrong with that, and it is, I hope so, orders of the current user, orders dot object of current user. So let's see what's going to be wrong with that. And at this point, let's see, is current underscore user not username. So we are assigning this value before assignment. So let's see. So one thing we can do at this point, that is at this point I'm going to check if request dot user, right, if it exists. This will be simple, or I can say right here dot is underscore authenticated, right? If the, you can say if the logged in user is authenticated, right? So I'm going to check that if my user is logged in or not, so hit tab, right? So let's see. Now I hope so the error will have gone. Refresh the page and let's see, and it's showing the same thing again. So what is it showing is orders of the current user equals to orders.objects.filter user is equals to current underscore user. So if request.user is always authenticated, then I'm going to go through this, but if it is not authenticated, then we should go to this part of thing. So let's see what are things we can do is at this point. Let's try to remove this thing. Okay, so one thing we can do at this point, you can see it is current underscore user and it is current underscore user name. So we need the current underscore user also. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replicate this thing, remove this thing, and at this point I'm going to write here this user, current underscore user is equals to request.user, and let's see if it is now working or not. Refresh the page and let's see, and the same error we are also again getting, right? So let's see, current underscore user. So one thing we can do at this point is just remove this. Okay, press Ctrl Z, remove this thing and remove this current user right here, request dot user, save this sort of thing. Refresh this page and let's see, and orders of the current user. So it is orders of the current user. Yeah, it is the orders of the current user, and it is, there's no problem with this. Okay, this problem is arising, you can see in our login.html page. So where is that login page? So because or it is, you can see in my home page. So go to the home page. So where is that home page at this point? So this is request.user. If this exists, then I'm doing this much, and you can see this thing. So we have to remove, we don't need these two things, right? So just remove this much thing, right? So we don't have to check this orders in our home page. So save this much thing and hopefully it should work right now. And let's see. Yeah, that's working. Please log in to continue. Okay, and I think I don't have to change these things. Just okay, if you request.user, current underscore user, okay, everything is fine. I don't think so. I should, you can say, remove this much of thing. Let's try to go to the US orders page, and it is showing me these things. Please log in to continue. So actually it should redirect me to the login page. So this should be actually login. See this much thing, refresh it, and let's try. You can just click on, you can say, where's that, this orders, and yeah, I guess I'm redirecting back, you can say, to my login page. Okay, click on this. Okay, admin, and let's say writing here 1 2 3 4 5, submit, and you are successfully logged in. Close this much of thing. No thanks. Close this thing. Go to the orders page, and let's say I'm just canceling this order. Let's make a new order, and let's try to add this thing, this also, and let's go to the orders dot, you can see this page, and yeah, everything, I'm getting everything is working fine, confirming the order. And if I go to my profile page, then it's showing me, you can see everything is working fine. So it's working, right? And let's say just clicking on this logout again, click on this, and let's say I'm trying to go to my menu, this menu page, and it's showing me this again, the same thing. So go back to the VS Code and go to the menu, this menu function, and you're going to find this thing. So let's see what's going to be wrong with that. It's saying first object of the current user referred before assignment. So let's see. So if request.user, then I want to do these things, and where is that context is at this point. So okay, what I can do is I can just bring this thing to this point, and I can just take this much of thing inside, you can say this try block, and then what I'm going to do is this is going to be first object of the current user, and at this point I'm going to write here, I'm going to do the same thing, just guys that copy this much of thing, this message is this much of thing, right? And come to this point, remove this pass. Okay, now this pass, paste this much of thing, save this thing, and let's see if now it's working. Refresh the page, and okay, remove this much of thing, hit enter. Now let's try to go to the menu page, and I cannot go to my menu page right now. That's working, right? Now that should be working like just like that, and if I write here 1 2 3 4 5, hit enter, then you can say I'm just logged in at this point. So just click on this. Now I click on this menu, right, and you can see this thing. If I click on this, your order is pending now. As you can see, if you go to this orders page, you can say I have already confirmed my order. So click on this, and let's try to make another order. And yeah, that's working. So everything is working fine. Now we have, you can say, created, you can say our we have completed this website. We have, you can say, handled our home page, our menu page, our, you can say, this profile page, our, you can say, this orders page. Now we are going to see, you can say, how can we handle our contact page. It's going to be pretty much very simple. Try it yourself, and then in the next video I will be discussing this with you. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will see you next time.